Every life carries a fire within it, a unique spark of meaning waiting to be lived. But many wander through existence as if time were endless, as if tomorrow were guaranteed. To waste your life is to betray the deepest call of your own soul. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." If you drift aimlessly, conforming to what others demand, you will never meet the one person you were born to encounter, yourself. Do not confuse activity with purpose. Countless people fill their days with endless motion, running here and there, chasing goals, answering messages, scrolling through distractions, attending meetings, and filling every moment with noise. Yet, if you were to strip all that away and look within, what would remain? Too often, it is only hollowness, an aching silence that reminds us that despite all the movement, nothing of meaning has been lived. The true danger of life is not to stumble, not to fail, not to make mistakes. Those are part of growth. The true danger is to pass through this short existence without ever daring to live in alignment with your deepest truth. Every day you silence that inner voice, every time you ignore the whisper of your soul, a piece of your spirit grows dimmer. Slowly, imperceptibly, the fire goes out. And one day you awaken, perhaps in old age, perhaps in the middle of your life, and you realize with horror, you have lived someone else's story. You have worn masks that were not yours, played roles that others handed you, and betrayed the one task life gave you, to live as yourself. You were not born to be a copy. You were not brought into this world to endlessly repeat the paths of those who came before you. No, life entrusted you with something unique, something unrepeatable. Deep within, there is an archetype that belongs only to you. A myth waiting to be told, a song waiting to be sung through your existence. But life wasted is life unlived. To ignore that inner call, to smother your individuality under conformity and fear, is to die long before your body lies in the grave. The unconscious longs for expression. It does not want you to merely survive, to merely conform. It wants wholeness. It wants you to take the risk of becoming fully alive. Your dreams are not random illusions. The symbols that rise from within you are not accidents. They are the language of your deeper self. They are the compass pointing you back toward meaning. Yet, how often do you silence them? How often do you dismiss your imagination, your longings, your quiet intuitions? You label them impractical. You call them impossible. But in doing so, you silence the voice of the eternal within you. Life is finite. This is the truth we spend our days trying to forget. We fill our calendars, chase our ambitions, pretend as though the river of time flows forever. But death stands as a constant reminder. It is not the enemy, though we fear it as one. Death is the teacher that whispers to you, do not wait. Do not postpone. Do not squander the hours you have been given. Rather than fearing death, let it sharpen your awareness. Let it strip away the trivial. Let it remind you that every passing moment is a chance to shape eternity. Because what you create in authenticity, what you live in truth, never dies. The form may perish, but the essence remains. To waste your life is to live asleep. To drift through the years without awareness, without courage, without authenticity. But to embrace your existence fully is to awaken to the mystery of your being, to the miracle of consciousness, to the reality that you are here now with a task no one else can fulfill. The path of authenticity will not be easy. Do not deceive yourself. To face your soul is to face resistance. You will encounter fear. You will encounter doubt. You will confront the shadow, the parts of yourself you would rather deny. You will meet rejection, criticism, and misunderstanding from those who prefer you to remain as you were. Yet the cost of neglect, the cost of refusing the call, is far greater than the cost of struggle. Seek truth, not comfort. Comfort numbs the soul, truth awakens it. Comfort keeps you small, truth enlarges you. Comfort builds cages, truth shatters them. Embrace struggle, for it is the fire that forges the soul. Do not run from difficulty, it is the crucible in which your character is formed. The challenges you fear are the very opportunities that shape your destiny. Live deliberately, because every breath matters. Every choice is a step toward authenticity or away from it. Do not waste your life. Become who you are meant to be, before the time runs out. But how easily we waste it. We live as though tomorrow were promised. We postpone the words we want to speak. We withhold the love we long to give. We silence the dreams we ache to pursue. We wait for a perfect moment, when things will be easier, when the risk will be smaller, when the path will be clear. But that moment never comes. Life is happening now. The sand is already slipping through the glass. Every day you delay, your story fades a little more. Some people tell themselves they will begin tomorrow. They will change tomorrow. They will be true to themselves tomorrow. But tomorrow is not real, it is an illusion, a comfort we use to avoid the fear of action. All you truly have is today. And if you do not live today with courage, with purpose, with authenticity, tomorrow will only repeat the same emptiness. Look around at the world. Look at how many people walk through it asleep. They go to jobs they despise, not because they must, but because they are afraid to leave. They stay in relationships that have long since died, because they fear loneliness more than they crave truth. They silence their creativity because it might be judged. They betray their own soul because they fear rejection. And so they live in a half-life, safe but suffocated, alive but not truly living. Do not let that be your story. You will not be asked at the end of your life whether you pleased everyone, whether you fit into their expectations, whether you avoided risk. The only question life will ask you is, did you become yourself? Did you live your myth? Did you carry the fire you were given? Or did you waste it in fear? It is not too late. As long as you breathe, the spark is still there. It does not matter how much time has been lost. It does not matter how many mistakes you have made. The soul does not keep score of failures, it waits patiently for you to turn inward and listen. The symbols still speak. The dreams still whisper. The myth still calls. Courage is not the absence of fear, courage is to act in spite of fear. You will be afraid to live authentically. You will fear the cost. But ask yourself, is the cost of fear greater than the cost of wasting your only life? When you stand at the edge of your days, when death looks you in the eye, will you wish you had played it safer? Or will you wish you had dared more, risked more, lived more? Life asks for boldness. It asks for trust. It asks for you to stop hiding behind masks and finally step into the light of your own truth. Yes, you will stumble. Yes, you will be misunderstood. Yes, you will suffer. But in suffering authentically, you will be alive. And that aliveness is worth more than all the comfort in the world. Your destiny is not out there, waiting in the distance. It is within you. It has always been within you. The task is not to become something else, but to uncover what you already are. The acorn does not become a rose. It becomes an oak. And so you, too, are called not to imitate, not to copy, not to chase another's dream, but to unfold into the fullness of who you already are. Time is short. Life is fleeting. The world does not need more copies, more masks, more hollow lives. It needs you, the real you. Not the persona you present to please others, not the role you play to fit in, but the authentic soul that carries its own fire. Do not waste your life. Listen to the call. Embrace the struggle. Face the shadow. Follow the symbols. Live the myth. And when the end comes, as it surely will, you will not fear, because you will know, you lived.